Hi, my name is Ashley. I'm doing the fine art course, and these are my paintings at the exhibition. It's all paint and collage, and this is up there at the front entrance. It's made of all the rubbish that I found up there. I wore gloves, don't worry. But stuff like receipts, as you can see, made a lot of texture. This is up on Queen Street, right at because everyone sort of just sits there to go smoke or chat on their breaks and things. Well, this one, it was actually more difficult to get a reference photo, all of my friends together, in the right lighting, than actually painting it. Because I wanted to get a specific circumstance to show all of my friends together.
My name is B. Ellis Banks, and I made this dress based around my project, which was themed around neurodiversity. And I kind of made the exterior white and really clean to represent like the mask you might put out into the world. And if you look a bit closer, you can see that all these flowers are actually made from the side effects of all my ADHD meds and things to represent kind of the chaos underneath, but in a beautiful way.
My name's Samara Gray, and this is my brand concept. It's called Grayscales Creations, and it is a upcycling clothing brand. So I am quite passionate about ethical considerations, and I wanted to upcycle clothing because there's a lot of textile waste in this world. So this is my own print. This is a lino cut that I created. To be honest, the hardest part for me was coming up with the concept. I wanted it to look like me and my style. Like these trousers are what I made with my own. I like earth shades a lot. Earth shades mixed with a bit of neutrals. It's more like my style of colour.
Okay, my name is Sophie, and this is my exhibition here. My piece is about mental health deterioration and the effects that it has on people. The skirt, I used leftover calico to be more environmentally friendly that I've used for different projects. I just reused it. And then the corset that I made was actually made out of a cut-up sofa. The shoulder aspects are supposed to link to armour, to show how when people struggle with mental health, they usually put their guard up quite a lot. The hardest part about making my piece was definitely time management. I'm not very good at time management, but I made it. I did it on time.
I'm Kai Sayan, and I made this installation piece. The concept itself was based off of the domestic time that I've spent with my loved ones, so like my friends, my parents, and it's often around the table. This one was mostly inspired by me and my friends after school, where we'd linger around the atrium and just talking around in the table. I have a lot of creative inspiration for this work. A core one was Mark Bradford with these paintings and essentially with collage and decollage processes. Music is a core aspect to my memories and my emotions. So certain songs remind me of certain times, especially when I'm around people. And through this music especially, and these are personal songs that I listen to and associate to different parts in my life. And music, I just really want that emotion to be conveyed as the audience moves around it, looks at the piece, so they can truly connect with how I'm feeling and even feel it themselves.
Hi, my name's Catherine Pye. My inspiration was Henry VIII and the Tudor times. I also was inspired by Terry Gilliam's style. And the hardest part to my project was probably creating the paper stop animation. So I created all the characters with just plain coloured paper, and then I just moved them around, took pictures at every second. The poster didn't take very long. I used Pinterest to help me collage it all, and then everything else is just inspiration from Terry Gilliam.
Hi, my name's Amelia Stahl, and this is my project. I have my theme is horror. I have explored creating my own zombie world using digital resources and 3D as well. Teaching myself Blender was quite hard because it's a whole new medium I have never used before, and it's quite complicated as well. It's got quite a few buttons. The digital piece was quite straightforward for me because I have used that medium quite a lot in my work before. For this piece, I used plasticine, mod rock and latex and acrylic paint, as well as some fabric to get the fur. It was quite a trial and error process. It's my first time using these mediums in my project, so I really developed it throughout and learned a lot. With this piece, I made it so that people could touch it, because when you touch this one it flakes off, so I didn't want it to destroy. It's my tester piece, so I tested out loads of different techniques, which saved me loads of time with not getting anything wrong on this piece. I'm interested in either going into the game industry, creating kind of horror elements and character designs and stuff, or after doing this piece, I was interested in going to prosthetics with film, making like cuts, wounds, and different bodily horror.
Hiya, my name is Anya Ford, and today my inspiration for my work was immortality. The way that photographs will live on forever, whereas memories of events will fade. So I focused a lot on documentary photography of the day-to-day life of people and my family and friends closest to me. I work in black and white film, so I use the cameras from the college as I don't have one of my own. I prefer black and white film because it makes the pictures so much more personal than it does digital. It takes time to develop each roll of film and to print each individual picture differently. Yeah, it's more of a visual thing. I like to have my pictures punchy and to show kind of the contrast and have it like, I don't like mellow, like a lot of mid-tones. I'm not a big fan of that. I like the whole punchy because it really brings out the black and white effect of it and shows that it is black and white film rather than a digital picture. Possibly one of my favourites is this one of the puzzle pieces, as that's a memory from my childhood, going to like my grandparents' house and doing puzzles with them. That's something that I kind of grew up with and that we bonded over, so it's nice to kind of bring that to light and to show people like this is something from my memories, something personal to me.
So my name is Amaya and I'm a fine art student. So this is my second year and this is my exhibition. So first of all, I would say my theme was my cultural identity because I'm Sri Lankan and I didn't have much time to explore my culture and art. So while doing this journey, I was wondering what I'm gonna do and what kind of art I'm gonna explore because we got like loads of art style in Sri Lanka. These two were my first inspiration and paintings that I did, and in there I was like really like how these colors work because they are mostly I have seen them on temples in Sri Lanka, like Buddhist temples. And then while doing that one, I came up with this one, which was my final painting. I used these two as inspiration and created my very own one. And then later I did tile designing, which is like, because my special industrial practice was interior designing and I want to create my own something. And then I chose tile designing. And these are the stuff that I did. These are like my own design. And this one is kind of special because it's like I use my own gold bangle for the design because it's kind of like important for me because my parents gave it to me as my first special gift. So I did this one because I want to get other people idea about my artwork and their own ideas. So this is me and people can write down their own ideas, and this is the question after what has shaped your identity most, because I'm exploring like culture identity, and these designs are my very own one. I use different inspiration and create my very own one. Yes, thank you.
So tonight we've got the culmination of 2 years of exceptional work by our students. So that's across our 4 pathways of graphics and illustration, photography, fashion and textiles and fine art. And the breadth of work is outstanding, so that they are self-motivated to go and find out and learn towards their own career paths. And I think what you can see tonight here is that real celebration of that learning journey for so many of our learners who've come and learnt. In the main building, we've got fine art and photography. So the fine art goes down the corridor and the photography is more towards the end, and there's a massive breadth of work there. Then if we come across the yard to just behind you, there is fashion and textiles. on the back of their really successful fashion show at the cathedral. These are the garments so we can have a little bit of a better look. And then in the room next to it, they've got a mix of the graphics and illustration and fine art. And then if you wind your way around the little corridor there, you get to the graphics and illustration, when the breadth of work there is also amazing.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Leffley. I'm one of the photography tutors at Exeter College, and I'm really proud of what all the students have achieved over the last couple of years with this extended diploma showcase. Some of these students I've been working with for 2 years, and it's just amazing to see how they've developed and used both analogue photography and digital photography, even moving image. They've really embraced the full facet of the medium. You've got people embracing the darkroom still and those traditional artisan skills, and you've got people embracing digital photography and the moving image capabilities of the camera, and hybrid where they're using digital imaging to do double exposures. So yeah, and a lot of work actually, if you are able to come to the exhibition, which you can't really translate on the video, with flicking through people's artist books and zines and magazines that they've made. So if you do have an opportunity to come to the show, you can see the extension of people's projects through these lovely artist books that they've made in the photography pathway at least.
So I'm a fine art tutor here at Exeter College, and tonight my second years of exhibitioning. I've been with them for 2 years, so I'm incredibly proud of them, and it's an incredibly emotional night. I'm hoping to have some prizes given out to some of my students, and I can't wait for you to see the wonderful array of work which they've put together. It shows their maturity and their growth over the time of the course, and it's really exciting.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the ED Summer Show. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I'm just going to look over in the crowd at Colin, can you hear me? It works. Brilliant. Thank you. Right. My name's Gavin Morris. I'm Deputy Head of Faculty for Art and Design. And welcome to this evening. This part of the evening, I'll try and make it as short, but I've got a few words to say first of all, and then we'll move to some awards. Our awards are generously donated by people in industry who represent the 4 specialisms that are on show this evening. So people from industry, including fashion and textiles, graphics and illustration, fine art and photography. We'll do awards and prizes with massive rounds of applause, I hope, shortly. So I'll make a start. This year, unlike previous years, I've made some notes and now I feel kind of wedded to them, and it's probably a really bad idea, but there was things I really definitely wanted to remember. And I'm going to start by welcoming you, of course, but then say a few thank yous. I'm going to start with a few thank yous, and most important thank yous perhaps are people who aren't represented here this evening, but I'm being videoed now, so this is to Tash and Tom's team of amazing technicians. You are awesome, and honestly, everything that's happened has only happened because they've put in the hours. While we were having holidays over Easter and half term, they were in preparing boards, setting up all the gallery spaces. It didn't look like this just a couple of weeks ago, and now it's turned from a teaching space into a gallery space. So a massive round of applause and appreciation, please, for our technical team. I'd also like to make a special mention to our support staff. I've worked very closely with support staff in my lessons each lesson this year, because one of my learners is deaf, and so without the communicator, without the support of CSWs, I literally couldn't have done my job this year. So a massive thank you to those people, and also to our learning support assistants who help students who are struggling with things to navigate the difficulties that they're having and still achieve success. So a massive thanks to those people, please. A thank you also to our estates team who are staying late tonight so that we can enjoy each other's company and enjoy the art and have awards and a bar and all of those terrific things. And it would be awful of me to not thank the people that I am part of as well. That's the teaching team. The teachers I suppose it goes without saying, are pivotal. They make it happen. They encourage and inspire our learners to push beyond what they thought was possible and to achieve something truly extraordinary that you, I think, have all seen this evening. They are absolutely amazing people, and honestly, they don't do it for the money, because the money isn't that great. They do it because they love working with young people and inspiring the next generation of creatives. So thank you to the teachers. Two more thank yous. The unsung heroes in this whole thing are the mums and dads. You're the people who are there when your young person comes home having had a critique that didn't go as they were hoping, and they feel a bit bereft and let down. They're the people who do the laundry, cook the dinners, feed and sustain their young people. They're also the people who are sounding boards when somebody's pulling an all-nighter and at 2:30 in the morning is feeling broken. They're there to give them a hug. So thank you to the mums and dads. So this evening is obviously, it's about the students. It's about all the young people that we have all worked with for the last 2 years, some of you more. We've been on this journey with you, and you've now arrived at a destination, and we truly get to know you and love you, and then you leave. And it's quite hard to bear, but we'll be okay, because in September we'll get a whole crop of new young people to work with, and in the nicest possible way, you'll become a distant memory, and then you'll be replaced. As you walk around the exhibition, you'll see artwork, photography, design, illustration, communication projects. But what you're seeing is much more than final outcomes. You're seeing resilience, determination. You're seeing about 1,220 hours worth of work over the last 2 years. You're seeing experimentation, problem solving, critical thinking. You're seeing disasters, and you're seeing successes. Page 2. You're seeing learners who've developed skills that employers and universities and other creative people value enormously. Those skills of creativity, collaboration, communication, project management, adaptability, attention to detail, professionalism, confidence to present your ideas, and trust in other human beings. And you're all awesome. These are not simply creative skills, they're life skills, they're leadership skills, and they're the skills of the future. And we need you. At a time when artificial intelligence can generate content in seconds, the distinctive human qualities of the young people here stand tall and shine above all of that stuff, which can only ever be average. None of you are average. So a massive round of applause to yourselves, please. And I just wanted to take a moment, throughout the year we do open events where we welcome 15 and 16-year-olds and their mums and dads along to open evenings to look at the creative possibilities that are on offer at Exeter College. And a common question that we get asked is, sometimes by the mums and dads more than the students, is, yeah, but will it get them a job? Will they be okay? And I completely appreciate that. I get that. I'm a parent too. But just a few facts and figures for you. The creative industries, this is in 2024, the most up-to-date data I could get. £145 billion are generated by the creative industries. We are a world-leading powerhouse. 2.4 million jobs are in the creative industries. So your young people and you as mums and dads and carers have invested in something really smart, because AI and all of that stuff can't do what we do. So you have all invested in yourselves, in a creative education, and one of the most valuable sectors to the British economy, and it's one that we remain world leaders in. So you should be enormously proud of what you've achieved. Okay, so I'm going to stop speaking now, and I'm going to hand over to our partners who are going to award some prizes. I've got another tatty piece of paper in my pocket with all of the information on. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite our judges to come and join me, and we will go through the prizes. And we're going to award in this order. We're going to start with Graphics Illustration Awards, then Fashion and Textiles, then Photography, and then we're going to finish up with Fine Art. Okay. Okay, so the Graphics and Illustration prizes have been awarded, judged firstly, and will be awarded by a company called Bray Leno, who are Devon-based and an internationally renowned graphic design company. And if you'd like to come and join me, perhaps you want to just say a little bit about Bray Leno.
Thank you. Hello. We're Brie and Jem. We're a creative team at Bray Leno, who are the biggest advertising agency in the Southwest. We're super excited to be here and have had a great time looking at all of your work. There's so much talent in there. We work with a lot of graphic designers, illustrators, filmmakers, script writers, and we can see how all of your projects could come to life so well in the advertising industry, so keep that in mind if you're considering careers in the future. And, well, it's been tough, but we've got our winners to share. Do we start, where do we start? The winner? Or...
Reverse order, like we're at the Academy Awards.
Okay. So, in joint second place, we've got Katie Pye for an incredible stop motion film.
Oh, you should do this. What am I doing?
I don't know what I should go in.
Make sure you have a chat later. All right.
And then we've got Jake Sparkles for an amazing comic, hand drawn.
Well done, Jake.
Thank you so much. Brilliant. And our winner is for an incredible, well-rounded piece exploring all sorts of packaging, brand design, an incredible piece of work, was Sophie Masters.
There you go. Hold on to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Fashion and Textiles are next up, judged by Nicola Mannion from a company called Bellatella. Do you want to say a few words, or shall I introduce you?
I'd like to catch up with them individually.
Okay, and actually, what Nicola's just said there is really important. If all of the winners, if you can make sure that you catch up with the judges, just to have a quick chat afterwards, you might want to exchange details and things like that. So there are 3 prizes. We'll go in reverse order. And so sharing, so there are 2 individual runner-up prizes. Okay. And they are in no particular order. So these are joint runners-up. Anna McGregor and Grace Wall. Come and join us, please.
Well done, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
The second runner-up.
And the grand prize for Fashion and Textiles, and it's kind of an awesome prize. Actually, the prize is, you said, possibly for the runners-up as well as the first prize. So alongside the prizes that are in the envelopes, the winners and runners-up are invited to join Bellatella for a 1-week work experience opportunity in their preparation for the Premier Vision Show in Paris. So that will be the 24th to the 28th of August. So do make sure you catch up with Nicola so you can exchange details. The winner then of first prize for Fashion and Textiles is Primrose Morrill. Thank you. Okay, there was a little bit of controversy for the next prize, which is for photography. As sometimes happens, the judges could not arrive at a decision. They are awarding 3 prizes, so there's a first prize and 2 runners-up. This year, however, slightly different in that they could not decide, and they sought advice and guidance from various people, and they decided in the end that they were going to make a 4th prize. So, a slightly odd one. A 4th prize, runner-up or a special commendation and recommendation was from a local community centre who has a dark room and photographic facilities, and they've invited this person to join them for a day's mentoring and to play with their large room-filled camera obscura and learn about some advanced photographic techniques. And that winner is Oliver Phillips. Well done, Oliver. The Matt Irwin Prize is awarded by David Irwin and Liz Irwin, whose son took their own life several years ago, but is remembered through this art award that is generously donated every single year to a photographer who is inspired by their learning journey here at Exeter College, just as their son Matt was, who went on to be an internationally renowned photographer. And there are 3 prizes, as I said. There's 2 runners-up who both receive £50 and a grand prize of £150 for the winner. Okay, so in no particular order, the runners-up are Marley and Sam. Marley Lutabacker and Sam Biden. Come to you because my cable isn't long enough. It says your name's on the back. I scribbled one out because I got it wrong. Sorry. Well done, you two. And the grand prize. I think this part of the judging process was quite straightforward, actually. They were clearly very talented, hardworking and dedicated to their craft. And that person is Anya Ford. There you go, well done. I should declare an interest. I've taught those people all year. You are all amazing, all of the photographers. Just because you didn't win a prize doesn't mean to say you're not incredible. And just to declare an interest, I had no part in the judging. That would have been totally inappropriate. So it was all down to David and Liz and Brendan Barry, who works at Positive Light Projects in town. Okay, final prizes of the night are presented by A Pickled Thought, which is a Totnes-based company that that sell art as well as art supplies. And I'd like to invite Charlie O'Sullivan to come and join me. So we've got a first, second and third prize, and we're going to go in reverse order. Third prize goes to, and I really hope I pronounced this right, it goes to Charmel Velasco. Oh, that's a popular choice.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. Okay, thank you. In second prize goes to Louis Bentle. Thanks, everyone. And the final prize of the evening, then. First prize goes to Sophie Phillips.
And incorporating the text. Excellent. Thank you. Really good. Thank you.
Well done. That's it. We're almost done for the year. Thank you so much for joining us. Do stay and have another drink. Final look around the gallery spaces. The galleries are open for you to come and enjoy the work at your leisure from 9 till 4:30, Monday to Friday, until the 25th of this month. Thanks so much for your time. See you. I will try it.